Recently, I've been watching a little bit of things on a Roku, and one thing that I was watching, some for entertainment purposes, some for learning purposes. I've always found that documentaries and things of that nature enhance my being. I feel like entertainment is good, but enhancing yourself and gaining knowledge is great. All right. That doesn't mean that you have to be stuck learning stuff all the time, because if you're learning stuff all the time and you don't have no time for a break, then what good is life? Now, I've been living an isolated life for years, learning a bunch of stuff. That means not really having any fun at all, you know. And I repeat, don't cry me a river, all right? Because everything ends at some point in life, all right? Even your life. And I hate to be grim about the situation, but that's reality. Everything ends at some point in time, you know, including life. So don't take that in a negative light. Take it in a positive light and understand that if everything ends at some point in time, don't spend your time wasting it. All right, time is precious. Now, granted, say you made a choice that you like, man, I shouldn't have made this choice. Now I'm dealing with this, that I got to deal with it. At any given time, you can start your exit. At any given time, nobody's forcing you to do things, all right, that you chose to do, unless you chose to go to prison. At that point in time, you chose that route, so you got to wait until your exit date, and it is what it is. Now, at free world, or I use the term free loosely, considering you can make choices and you can be like, dude, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a little complicated, but like I would tell a daughter of mine, if you find yourself in a situation that you chose, you just got to work your way out of it. All right, you can work your way out of anything. Eventually, you'll work your way out of it. You just have to work. And the problem is, a lot of people don't want to work their way out of things. They don't want to say no to things, and a lot of times they don't want to say no to things. It's because they're afraid of persecution from people, which is crazy, because a lot of people don't know what the hell they want out of life. And excuse me for using the HE double hockey sticks word. All right, some people might turn up a frown to that. I'm trying to keep this clean, all right, as clean as possible, all right. Just because, sponsors and whatnot, they don't want you to do any speak over music. They don't want you to. It's just a bunch of stuff that's retarded. Not retarded, excuse me. Crazy, all right. Deranged, insane. It doesn't make any sense, except for the fact that you have a lot of people out there who, and when I use the retarded word, I didn't mean mentally challenged, because it's a huge difference. All right, mentally challenged is something that you don't have no control over. All right, that's how you was born. This, that, and another. Now the R word, you know what I'm saying, was more so for people who are act stupid, or trying to be difficult people. Because there are a lot of people, there are a lot of people in the world that just like to be difficult, which they probably should seek counseling for that. Now, I forget where I was at. It don't matter. I'm just gonna go into some scribble scrabble for a little bit, just because this is nothing that's formatted that I'm doing. And I repeat, this is nothing that I want to do. All right? For those of you that, he likes to hear himself talk. No, I don't. I'd rather just be spending my time with people that I want to spend my time with and doing the things that I want to do, versus doing things that everybody's requesting of me but not compensating me. And now with that being said, being honest helps keep me sane. So during these podcasts, rants, whatever you want to call them, if I say some things that might ruffle your feather, or might make you feel some kind of way about it, then you probably should wonder why. 1, you're listening to me. 2, why does it bother you? 3, it's my thing, so I'm gonna say whatever I want to say when I want to say it. And as I repeat, being honest helps keep me sane. And the devil is a liar. So anyway, with that being said, I've done a lot of talking online over time. All right. So some I use notes, some I just go off the top of my head. I'm just gonna go through some notes real quick, because people deal with this. Managers, dealing with managers at work or wherever, because there's managers everywhere. All right. Sometimes you have to react. Sometimes they are completely wrong, but they don't want to admit it. Why? Because they have a manager tag on, and they're like, "You're my subordinate. I'm right and you're wrong, even when I'm wrong." But in reality, nobody's perfect. All right. I don't care if you have $1 billion. If you have $1 billion, that just means you have $1 billion. That doesn't mean you're perfect. Everybody has flaws. Nobody's perfect. So you always have to weigh out that scenario. If you're seeing thing one way and this manager, owner, whatever it may be, is way out in left field, which that's what I was talking about. I was looking at something. I was watching something called Blackballed. All right. It's a Donald Sterling. It's about Donald Sterling and when he made some racial comments or whatever. And, I kind of look at things a different way, than a lot of people on a lot of scenarios. Like, one, everybody act like this dude didn't already have a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, he said that? He said that? Like, he said that he don't want Magic Johnson around his girlfriend. All right, which, mind you, his girlfriend was half black, I believe, or black Mexican and whatever. All right, I really didn't care, to be honest with you. So she's multiracial. We'll put it that way. His girlfriend was multiracial. All right. Now, with that being said, previous to all this and him making comments about him not wanting his girlfriend to be posting on her IG pictures of her with Magic Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Which, it's his right to not want her posting pictures with whoever he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at people as people. All right? I look at human beings as human beings. I don't look at the color of your skin that defines you as whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever defines you, I didn't sign on to say that I'm an African American. I didn't sign on to say I'm black, white, whatever it may be. I didn't sign on to none of that stuff. All right. And the reason why I don't sign on to none of that stuff because that's not what I identify as. I identify as an American. All right. And I feel like identifying as an American will level the racism playing field. But that's just my point of view. If you identify as an American, then that puts Americans as Americans, not as an African American, not as a white. They don't even have a Caucasian American tag. They just say Caucasian. Caucasian, this, that, and whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, do I have, a lineage that comes from Africa? Absolutely. But Africans are Africans. You have your lineage that comes from everywhere. All right. I have more lineage. Well, who knows? History is so smudged over time that you'd never know anything. I was online the other day on Twitter, and Elon Musk, he had a meme that said something about only 1% of literature from history, you know what I'm saying, is viewable or whatever. That you can only find 1% of history, of literature from history. 1%. That number is way too small to believe in that 1%. You got to think about it. Like, it's a saying that says that history is written by the winners.